Hey guys, it's Mark and I'm the part-time British guy. Okay, I realize that today's video has nothing to do with the UK, it's got nothing to do with England, it has nothing to do with Great Britain or the Commonwealth, but they're videos from my previous channel, videos that I wanted to keep and I wanted to share. So, if you have any questions, by all means feel free to ask, and I will see you in the next video. This was suggested by one of my fans, Aaron Walsh, and said, "Hey Mark, can you do a video review of the gas scene of Fort Knox from the movie Goldfinger?" So I had to actually look it up and find it, and we're going to talk about it and do a reaction video to it and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys like it, hopefully you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, by all means welcome. If you're a Patreon user, thank you very much for your constant subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. If you're looking to become a Patreon user, by all means, look at the link in the description below. All right, let's get on with this video, shall we? All right, let's take a look here.
For Rockabye Baby. Commence spray on countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 0.
There goes the gas. And kind of the first thing that I notice is there's not a lot of room. I mean, it basically looks like the old vintage scuba doubles, where the scuba divers wearing two tanks instead of one. So there's not a lot of gas there. So just, there's that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes at obviously Fort Knox. So big question is, one, did they actually film on location? So did they actually film at Fort Knox? So it's kind of a wonderful thing to kind of know. So if anybody does know, leave a comment. Which means that all the soldiers that you're seeing are all extras, or unaccredited probably, and they got themselves in a movie. So let's just take a look. Okay, I'm just trying to get that kind of clear, but welcome to Fort Knox, General Worsley. And that probably was the active Army general at that particular time when they were filming this. So kudos to him. And also on the top right-hand side, it looks, yeah, it says U.S. Army Armor. So this was a tank base. That's what Fort Knox is. It's a base where you have tanks and stuff like that. If anybody knows or has been to Fort Knox, leave a comment. Let me know, okay? Okay, that actually looks like the actual barracks. I mean, those look like regular military barracks right there. Back that up just a little bit. Yeah, these look like regular soldiers. And, I mean, it's kind of hard not to think that this isn't an actual military base. I mean, it's too big to be a friggin' set. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I kind of want to go back to this a little bit because I just think this is just freaking hysterical. Look at these guys. Look at the guys on the bench. I mean, they're just like, But I kind of want to know, what is your favorite scene? Is it the guys on the bench who just kind of like falls? You know, he's obviously leading his troops. So which is do you guys like the guys that fall off on the bench, or do you like the guy who's basically standing on the bench, who's obviously like giving instruction and stuff like that? So looks like one group is on break, the other group were doing calisthenics or something. Yep. Those are a lot of tanks, and those look like the actual things. So this has to be a Fort Knox. That looks like a firing range. And we even had some guys doing jumping jacks back there. So yeah, that has got to be the actual base. And I mean, that had to be amazing for a film crew to get permission to say, hey, you know, we'd like to be able to film over your base. And the plot is about James Bond stopping some people from robbing Fort Knox. So it's got to be at Fort Knox. Okay, this is kind of interesting. We got 3 soldiers here. Okay, obviously you could tell that they're completely unconscious, but the guy in the middle, this soldier right here, he's got a gas mask bag, and unfortunately, yeah, it would have been very useful to have, knowing that everybody else is like passing out. But again, it's a movie. I understand that. It's supposed to be, hey, you got these 2 canisters. They're putting out this nerve gas. Everybody's supposed to be unconscious or dead or something like that. But in the real world, realistically, birds would have been dropping like flies, and you know, somebody would have been getting on the radio to basically say, hey, we got civilian, you know, planes approaching a military installation like Fort Knox. They would have gotten nowhere near it, you know, without them deploying at least fighters or anti-aircraft or radio contact or something. I realize it's just a movie in the 1960s, but this is 2021, and you know, you kind of pick these little things out. So I kind of like that. And that's it. So a couple of questions, basically, you know, one, there's not enough gas to be able to knock out the entire base. It's also a situation that, although they're flying pretty low to the ground, that gas has got to fall to earth, and that gas has got to settle, you know, before it hits the soldiers. You know, it's not like Thunderball where you're flooding the crew's oxygen supply with poison gas. You're flooding their oxygen mask, and you know, death, you know, occurs like in a matter of instantaneously within seconds. That gas has got to float down and stuff like that. So one of my questions is, which part do you like as far as like the guys dropping down? I'm gonna number them out, and you know, which part did you like? My 2 favorite parts are the guys on the bench who just like, hey, well, they're just chilling out on the bench, all of a sudden they just kind of fall on top of each other, and then the guy standing on the kind of that wooden bench thing, and it looks like he was going to give instruction, he just kind of falls down. So I'm gonna list them out for you. So by all means, vote on which favorite one you have. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any comments or any questions, or like Aaron had said, yeah, hey, could you do a reaction video to this particular video? So by all means, if you have ideas, let me know. Alright, hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, by all means, please feel free to hit that like and hit that subscribe if you want to know more about my videos. Also, if you want to help my channel, you could be a supporter on Patreon, or if you can't make a monthly donation, you could always hit the link for buy me a cup of coffee and make a one-time donation if that's what you'd like to do. Alright, everything's in the description portion of the video. I'm Mark Stise. Thanks for watching the video.